What up, YouTube? Yeah, you know who it is. You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. So what up, 2K fans? You know who it is. Welcome to the next gen NBA 2K14 Ultimate Dribbling Tutorial. We're gonna kick this off with the walking size up. This is pretty much a setup move, and it's pretty effective. I like to do this move with a lot of good players, guys that actually could lead into other combinations. You know, you don't want to do this move with a guy who doesn't have really good dribbling skills. But as you can see, I did a hesitation dribble, fadeaway leaning jump shot, got the bucket.
It's always hard to predict when a player.
Now we're going to take a look at it with LeBron James. See how I can combo this move from a walking size up. And once he gets close to his defender, notice how he engages. He lowers his shoulders. This is a great way to set up your defender, and you can bust him with any kind of a combo. So now we're going to take a quick look at the backwards size up move. This is behind the back size up dribble. And it's kind of an escape move. You're basically separating yourself from your defender. In order to do this move, all you do is gently move the left stick away from your defender and tap the right stick away from the defender as well. This is another setup move. Let's take a look at it with Kyrie Irving. Show you guys how this can be effective. And again, it's an escape move. You're just trying to get away from your defender, get some space. And it's a stylized move. It's not necessarily much needed. The effectiveness on this is pretty moderate. Notice the backwards size up. Behind the back move, get the separation. And he gets the jumper in his face. Check this out again. Backward size up, jump shot in your face. It's more or less a surprise move. Now we're going to take a quick look at the jab step and the triple threat moves. And these are highly effective. Right there, John Wall was over pursuing me on defense. He was crowding me. And this was all because of the jab step. In this case, we have John Wall, and he's crowding me on defense because of the jab step. And for the purpose of this video, I keep repeatedly doing it. But notice how he tries to shade me from different angles. This is another surprise attack move. You can set your defender up for almost anything from a jab step positioning. Look at Conley. I'm going to step into Kirk Heinrich, and that's going to give me the space that I need to hit the jump shot. Utilizing triple threat moves is a great way to create space, take some time off the clock, and set your defender up for an easy jump shot or a quick dribble. This is the behind the back dribble. Don't expect me to spend a lot of time on this move. I call it a cheese move. Dribbling behind your back is pretty easy. Just repeatedly tap the right stick away from the defender, and you'll keep dribbling the ball behind your back. Doesn't take a whole lot of know-how and talent to do this move. Just repeatedly whip the right stick away from your defender, and you can dribble behind your back. This move is highly effective because you can lead this move into a killer crossover, behind the back move, easy layups, jump shots. Now here we are, we're going to dribble between our legs. We're going to do something a little bit more advanced. This would be considered a standing crossover where you dribble between both legs. In order to do this move, you're going to tap the right stick diagonally from the ball hand to your free hand. Just do it really quickly. You'll do it twice. In this particular case, I'm dribbling between one leg, and I just hold that same diagonal angle on the right stick from the ball hand to the free hand. So in this case, it would be from the bottom right to the up left corner. And you just keep repeating it. And he will continuously dribble the ball between his legs. This is another great setup move while sizing up your defender. It can lead to all kinds of combos. Here's a little bit more advanced. I'm using Scottie Pippen. And I'm going to do it 4 times between my legs. This is totally going to confuse the defender. Same rotation on the right stick. A diagonal pull on the right stick from right to left. From your ball hand to your non-ball hand. So from the top right corner to the bottom left corner. And from the top left corner to the bottom right corner. So I do consider this an advanced move because it requires some pretty precise movement on the right stick very rapidly. Now we're going to explore some do's and don'ts with the spin move. Also another very easy move. This has not changed in any of the 2Ks over the years. Simply rotate the right stick from your ball hand to your non-ball hand in a half circle. In some cases you can do a full circle. Right here is a good example of what would happen if you did the spin move at the wrong time. Right here I purposely spun LeBron James into 3 Laker defenders. So be very careful when doing the spin move. This is a good example of when not to do the spin move. Trying to spin your way through the defense is always almost going to result in a turnover. Now we're taking a look at Tony Parker on Ty Lawson. And I'm doing the spin move at the right time here. I try to make sure that he's actually pursuing the ball, either reaching or over pursuing on defense. And in this particular case, if it wasn't for the defense of Gallinari, Ty Lawson would have been completely out of the play. And this particular shot seemed pretty tough, but because it's Tony Parker, anything's possible. Now let's take a look at one of my favorite ball handlers of all time, Tim Hardaway. He had the deadliest double crossover I had ever seen when I was a kid coming up. This is a pretty easy move. All you have to do is whip the right stick left to right or right to left while moving forward. As you can see, because it's Tim Hardaway, he can do it between his legs while moving forward. It's a pretty deadly crossover. Terry Porter almost stands no chance, but even when he is able to recover on defense because of the athleticism of Tim Hardaway, he still gets the layup. Now we're going to take a look at the deadly Snatch Back dribble. Trey Burke. This is definitely an ankle breaker crossover. In order to do the Snatch Back while holding turbo, moving towards your defender, whip the right stick away from your defender. And if you tap it away from your defender, you do a hop back or somewhat of a step back move. And if you hold turbo and go the opposite direction, you'll more than likely blow past your defender. It's a pretty slick move. It's actually one of my favorite moves to do in the game. Pretty popular move on the park and on the blacktop. So now let's take a look at Kobe Bryant. And every year I kind of showcase the double behind the back moves. In this particular case, we're just going to look at Kobe Bryant and discuss how to do the behind the back crossover move. While moving forward, simply tap the right stick away from your defender. And if you keep doing it, he'll keep dribbling it behind his back. So make sure you have a pretty good behind the back animation. One that will actually lose your defender. Now we're going to take a quick look at everybody's new favorite move, the in and out crossover. This is done exactly the same way as the behind the back dribble. Simply tap the right stick towards your defender. It's another great setup move. Good way to size up your defender. And it is definitely an ankle breaker setup move. Here's how it looks when Jameer Nelson does it. He's not the most skilled dribbler in the league. Let's look at Vasquez. Love his in and out crossover. Left-handed finish, easy money. So the in and out crossover is a phenomenal move in this year's game. Now let's take a quick look at the hesitation size up dribble. This is a highly effective move. It is definitely an ankle breaker crossover, especially using somebody like Allen Iverson. More than likely gonna break somebody's ankles. My man John Stockton stands no chance against Allen Iverson. In order to do this move, you simply double tap the right stick to the right or to the left. And it'll set up that crossover move, and usually you'll get past your defender. Jeff Hornacek is still able to recover. At this point, I think I'm playing on superstar difficulty. But this move is pretty much a go-to move for most dribblers that are out there, especially on the park or the blacktop. You'll see me utilizing this move as well. In and out crossover is great, but this one always leads into a killer crossover. Now we're going to take a quick look at some of the isolation size up moves that are native to the park. Here we have the I'll be right back, styling on you, rubber band man, the Smitty hop, and the people's elbow. And on the current gen version, this used to just be a stutter step move. You hold the right trigger and flip the right stick towards the defender. In order to do the isolation size up crossover, we have the twinkle toes, the puppeteer, the east and west, the sleight of hand, and the hop along. And the way to do this is simply hold the right trigger and flip the right stick to the right. And I'm sure there's other ways to do this move. You may be able to do it by flipping the right stick to the right angle or to the left angle, but I'm pretty successful at doing it to the right. Here's the isolation size up inside and out move. The way that I do this move is I just simply hold the right trigger and move the right stick to the left. But keep in mind, in order to do these moves, you want to come to a standstill. You don't want to be running forward. You want to kind of stop your dribble and be standing directly in front of your defender. So you come to a standstill while you're dribbling, and you simply move the right stick in any of the directions while holding the right trigger. In this particular case, the isolation size up escape move. You've got the bait, look my one hand, merry-go-round, the showstopper, and the Balla Copy. Simply hold the right trigger, move the right stick away from your defender while basically standing still and dribbling. Now let's see how these moves actually fare on the park. Understand that these moves are not as effective on the park.
Oh shit.
It's just something flashy to look at.
Shake down. Just like real life, man, I stay on the court, my nigga. I'm trying to get off.
I got next game.
Rebound. Number 2. Don't let that guy in the white shirt shoot. Wow.
Now, are these moves confusing? Absolutely. Now, the fact that we can actually do this in a game, in a My Career game, is pretty shocking. May have something to do with your dribble rating. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe your ball security and your offhand dribbling skill or attribute level. But you can do these moves in your My Career mode as well with your My Career character. I haven't actually found any NBA players that actually have these moves, so don't really try to do these moves in an exhibition game or an online ranked game against somebody with a real team. You might not necessarily find anybody that can do these. But My Career mode is meant to be fun, and apparently you can still do these moves here as well. Simply hold the right trigger while standing still and dribbling, and move the right stick either left, right, forward, or away from your defender. As long as you have one of these in your dribble packages, you can pull these moves off. I did save some room for some advanced dribbles later on and when I continue the series. If I said anything incorrect, please correct me in the comments. It's your boy Shake. I'll holla at you dudes later.